And we're back for some more searching Sprunki Comic Studios. So welcome back, and we're going to be doing a little bit more as well for two more to go, and probably that will be it as well. In the last couple of videos that we just completely reviewed this or some kind of absolutely to check it out for anything as well. It's been for a while that since October 2024 that I just completely saw this as well, that back in last year as well, but this day I just completely made it around here for almost for probably 20 hours ago. So it's not gonna be 20 hours ago like this that I just created as well. So it has been for around 2 months ago that since I just recorded this video for making this thing as well. Even for that thing as well, for some kind of like this, wouldn't be unnecessary as well. We just already checked it out for the Sprunky Pyramid or the Pyramix, like those. The funny Sprunk was absolutely for around for over for months ago as well, so it's been for around 2 months like this. And another one we didn't actually made it for around here because we just eventually added for Cookie Nights and some cookies like the cherry blossom, cotton candy, and another one is cherry bomb and custard cookie the third, dark choco cookie, there's licorice cookie and matcha cookie, even many more stuff as well from the alphabet LORE, and many more as well, including for this thing as well, for battling like this. Everything is absolutely pretty unfinished, and let's just going to be taking a look at a little bit more as well. So we're going to be getting rid of this first, and let's start it without further ado. So we're going to be start with the bonus gang in the Sprunk as well. So this is going to be for higher like those things as well. So this is absolutely for a limited amount of characters. The original characters like is Rebel, Lario, Geo, El Culpi, Rosie, Rose, Geno, a Flower, and QIP as well. The horror bonus gang was actually the Door, Dr. Theodore, and many more is like this. Everything is unknown, but there is no sprites like available for anywhere as possible, such as Lobatoni Man, Exclusive, Fandom Wanda, Mac, and Kaski, and Imperfection, Darius, Cube, and Proop Guy. The special characters around here wasn't going to be for instantly as well. They were came as the reference of just shapes and beats. We turn on the spoilers on, and because there must be for the content such as just shapes and beats, there were kawaii bots. There were kawaii bots, Cubica, and Pentamira. And there is another one, could be Peter the Red 2. And also there must be for the main characters from those things as well. Their main characters from Just Shapes and Beats could be Cube, Blixter, and Barracuda. But unlike for some sort of the Plymouth Barracuda that I just completely saw around here for anything as well. So I'm probably going to be using for some studio crossovers sometimes as well. There must be hats and items, which is always guns or weapons, and many more stuff as well. As you can see, there is nothing over here and everywhere except the backgrounds, but not that. I wasn't able to be explained for this thing as well. So as you can see right here, there must be for some sort of place, and there must be for most disturbing thing that we don't want to see this. So we're just going to be adding a little bit amount of stuff, and probably that could be the vinyl as well for some sort of like this. But as you can see, the studio crossovers, I'm not very sure that I'm not gonna be seeing in the user comics. The next one is the gang in the Sprunk. I wonder that we're going to be seeing this very even worse like this thing as well. So this is absolutely such as a little bit original, but ridiculously disturbing as well. That must be for the Sprunki and Tele Tarot. And another one is Sprunki Shuoko. Shuoku. The Shoku. That must be Sprunki Shoku. Another one is Daigori or Daigore. Daigore. Another one is Kenichi Juice, blue in the native side. The lazy Hanako. The creator. That must be Kali, the creator. Midali Kenichi. It was non-sprunky. Many more, such as Kimobayashi, Samurai Diagoru, the High School Simulator 2018 student was Girl Kinchi. Another one is Kenichi, the girly Kenichi, and another Kenichi from Gacha Life. And probably that must be Bonehand or some sort of. There's Bonehand. That must be Sarnichi. And there is Suki Sato and Magenta Itoya. Magenta Itoya and Teal Sato, and there must be a tragedy. So I wonder that we're going to. Oh, I'm not gonna be going to be saying this as anything as well. So let's see the items, and we've seen for a round of those stuff, which features boom boxes and the dark ways. We just totally forgot to find out, but I completely found out where the secret characters could be it, because that must be Hypnotize K, which is that probably for some sort of like this. There's nothing for the effects, but actually that must be backgrounds and the nightmare mug as well. So there must be doors, and even for the nightmare eyes for pure vanilla. Yep, that was going to be for the entire comic creator of this thing. But I might able to be making for this pretty soon as well. But I'm not gonna be doing this whenever that I just probably going to be getting cost around here. And I don't really think that I'm gonna be using the studio crossovers. And finally, Sprunki with more paces. Let's get into this thing as well. And this is the most disturbing comic studio that you ever seen. In the previous things, like it's absolutely to do this. It was owned by CCI9 CCI9C. All parts and extra sprites drawn by himself or herself. Sprunki Nivan. Oh my gosh, we don't want to able to be saying like this. Incredibox and sprite markers, and probably specially things to you like this thing as well. Other ones could be for round as well. So the gang Sprunki is owned by Ashchild. It was absolutely is owned. The gang in the Sprunk is owned by Ashchild, inspired with Honeybee series or Honeybee series ATGW, Dandy's World, FPA, and many more Sprunky like it is. So what about the most disturbing thing that I absolutely saw? This is absolutely going to be for around here, and even for around here, everything is absolutely pretty forgetting the name as well for around here. So nothing even for around C this as well. That for some sort of the owners like this, could be very unusual, and probably for the Pace 7 guys could be even as possible. This is the default. That is absolutely for around the same names as well. That must be for Clucker as well. And many more like those monsters as well. But you see, this is absolutely for some sort of same name. Could be from the last video as possible that we just found out. Jevin wasn't gonna be for probably for one thing as well. So he reveals itself and turns into some kind of monsters. I'm not pretty sure. And finally, that must be black. Turn into monster Pace 3. Oh my gosh. The polos could be even more disturbing. And the extra amount of stuff could be for around of these things as well. There are probably the good guys as well. And the version 1.5 like this. This is absolutely the Pace 1. That could be a start of a new journey of good music. But music things have gone bad as of the Pace 1.5. This is gonna be a little bit for one thing. The one thing is the IDK around here. But I never to be seen around here to turn such as monsters. Mods for some kind of these things as well. So this is absolutely going to be Braun. Not in the mod added as well, but there's nothing as well. Because nothing is absolutely for one thing. Because something is absolutely pretty taken down. And definitive Sprunki, page 3. It must be the Pace 3. And things have just slightly gotten even worse. And it was not even pretty possible as well to turn into some kind of monsters. The Pace 4 of Sprunki wasn't going to be even this way. The Pace 3 remastered was actually even more disturbing than ever. Or this thing. It was absolutely for so disturbing right now. That was very disturbing as hell. And the most of the OCs as B140, A35, and Pingboard. I'm not pretty sure that the A in the B series like this could be from the Room series. There is Sadbot, Lily, Bailey, and the Mr. Screen. And finally, no fun for this thing as well. That were probably to do this as well, like anyways. So, even that other kinds of stuff was actually pretty gone to do this as well. So, this is absolutely for the wonder this thing as well. And I cannot believe, and this is absolutely very impossible to report this. And if you're going to be reporting for this thing as well, your computer entirely gets hacked forever. But we recently never going to be found out as for the government changes like this. But we didn't believe that we recommended to use the Windows 11 to report that thing. And I do not believe it. It is more scary at all of this thing as well. So if you're going to be trying to search a little bit for these things as well, for such as some kind of for monstrous thing as well. Anyways, this isn't going to be for around here, as I'm not going to be saying for this thing as anyways. So 3 links are going to be in description down below, so you might going to be finding for this comic creators by the way as well. And so on. Thanks for watching and for all your support, but don't forget that the link is going to be in the description to browse some comics. Expected, this is not going to be recommended to find something for kinds of comics like themselves, because everything could be actually cringe, and that was not going to be trying to do this as well, but you're not going to be recommended to find something even new. And although that you might find something even interesting about for this thing as a little bit appropriate, you might going to be checking out for this thing as well. So thank you and have a nice day, and I'll be signing off. And I'll talk to you mini lads, comic studio users, and fellow viewers all later. So thanks for watching.